Gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to be going into mindset and how your weak mindset is completely destroying any potential that you actually have. I used to have a weak mindset until I started training my mind. I was stuck in the same place. But what I've done is I intentionally started focusing on just training my mind, and it has projected me so much further in life than where I was going to go. Because with a weak mindset, you're absolutely cooked. But with a strong mindset, you can do absolutely anything in the world, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to get that in this video. So what does a weak mindset look like? You might go to the gym, but that still doesn't mean you have a strong mindset. You could have a strong body, but have a weak mind. And this is the problem, is going to the gym doesn't make you mentally strong. If you find something easy, but other people might find it hard, that doesn't make you disciplined. And this is a common problem, is people go to the gym, and if I love the gym, it doesn't take me discipline to go to the gym. You need to find things that are actually hard. Anything that is hard, you give up easy. You just take the path of least resistance, or don't take the path at all when it comes to doing hard things. And this is just a problem, because in life, if you actually want to do anything, if you want to achieve anything worthwhile, it's always going to be hard. That is why this video is so important. And with a weak mindset, a lot of the time, you don't even try. You don't even bother. You might do something to start with, but you'll give up in like 2 hours. It's such an issue, but we're going to solve it. Just some real life examples of why it's important and how it actually moves into the real world. You've got things like the army, entrepreneurs, athletes. They all get put under stress to test and build their mental resilience towards stress, because you need to put in the physical reps to make your mind stronger. You need to go through difficulty. You cannot have a strong mindset if you are not willing to go through pain and undergo stress. It is needed. For example, in the army, obviously it's incredibly hard. You see a lot of bad things. You get put under a lot of stress. Imagine they never train their minds. They would just crack instantly. That is why it's so hard, and they're so hard on you when you go through training, because you have to be mentally strong to withstand hard things in life. And that is the problem with the world currently. Everyone is so soft that the world is absolutely collapsing, because there is not enough people that can actually even take care of themselves, let alone take care of the world around them. How mindset actually works is every time you feel resistance towards something and you overcome that resistance, your mind gets stronger with every single rep that you do. For example, if you don't want to go to the gym and you're debating whether to go, but then you go, you force yourself to go, you get mentally stronger every single time. It literally goes like that. Every time you say no to doing something, say the opposite example, if you were meant to go to the gym and then you decided not to go, mentally weaker. Every single decision matters. This is what you need to realize, because then you can act in a way where you're like, right, if I don't go, I am going to get mentally weaker, and the next time that I want to go to the gym, it's going to be harder to go because I am mentally weaker than before. That is exactly how it works, and it's how I've fought for the last 2 years, and it has done me very well. I'm sorry, my pen is on its last legs. I should have one arriving in a couple of days. But every single decision that you make matters. It is literally up, down, up, down, up, down. That is why you think missing a gym session doesn't hurt. This is what people mean when they say that it does actually hurt, because it's a slippery slope. But now let's get on to how to actually train your mind. This is the most important bit, and it's actually incredibly simple. You need to seek resistance. And resistance is, if I said to you, go and speak to that girl across the street right now, you would feel resistance towards that, most likely. And that's the feeling we're looking for, that pull of not wanting to do something. And we just want to seek something. It doesn't have to be absolutely everything, but seek one thing a day that makes you feel resistance, and then overcome it on a consistent basis, and it will get easy. For me, the biggest thing I felt resistance towards was long distance running. I used to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning and run like 20 miles, which is a bit extreme. It doesn't have to be like that. That could literally be having a cold shower if you find that hard. It's starting from wherever you are. You don't have to go out and run 20 miles at 5:30 in the morning. It's just about the resistance that you actually feel. You need to overcome it on a consistent basis till it becomes easy. Find something that gets hard, do it, and then you just keep leveling up, and you get mentally stronger and stronger. That is why, for example, if you find the gym hard now and you go for 2 years, it's not really going to be hard after them 2 years. It's why you need new things to overcome, new challenges to overcome, because mental strength is a lifestyle. You have to live it. You have to be disciplined, be mentally strong every single day, make the right decisions every single day. Even if you have like 2 or 3 days off where you're just living in pure pleasure, you're getting weaker, and it's quick. That's what, you can have days off, but you've got to be careful because it's a slippery slope. And when you're surrounded in this pleasure, it gets very comfortable and it's hard to get out of. That is why, if we want to become mentally strong, cheap pleasure has to go. This is forms of cheap dopamine, because there is no way you're going to be able to do all of these hard things if you're scrolling TikTok or Reels all of the time, you're watching porn, you're eating sugar, you're playing video games. You're not going to want to do any of these hard things when you're just completely frying your brain and you're teaching your brain that it's okay to get gratification without actually putting any hard work in. You need to learn to earn your gratification. It's so important, because otherwise you're just always going to do the easy things in life, which is not how we get a strong mindset. Just running through everything again. A weak mindset, it doesn't matter if you go to the gym. If you find it easy and you're never doing anything hard, you'll still have a weak mind. You'll give up easy, you'll never try, and you'll always take the path of least resistance. The army, entrepreneurs, athletes, people like that, they all need mental strength. High performers, if you want to be a high performer, you need a mindset. If you don't want to be a high performer, go and jerk off or do something like that. We don't want low performers on this YouTube channel. How mindset actually works: every time you do something hard, your mind gets stronger with every single rep. Every single decision you make matters. You'll get stronger or weaker with every time you decide to overcome or give up on something. How to train your mind is very simple. Seek resistance towards something, overcome it on a daily basis, 7 days a week. And mental strength is a lifestyle. It's not a one-off thing. You can't become mentally strong and stay mentally strong. You have to live it and remove all forms of cheap pleasure from your life. But apart from that, that's absolutely everything you need to develop a strong mindset. If you want to learn absolutely everything about optimizing your health, I do have a program in the description. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.